This is a how-to of how to add hooks or loops to your Festoon bulbs. Here you have the stock bulb. This is the SMD bulb, and this is our modified bulb. You can see we've added the hook to the end of the SMD bulb so it matches the stock bulb. Here we have a factory dome light assembly. There goes that bulb. We can clearly see that the stock SMD LED bulb just pops right in nice and snug with no modifications needed with this type of dome light. Here's another type of common dome light setup. Clearly the aftermarket bulb will not work, where the factory bulb does have those hooks on either end that allow it to clip into place. But with the modified LED bulb that we've soldered the hooks onto, it works just like the factory bulb and clips into place. Here's another common type of dome light, a little bit different tab setup, still same type of factory bulb, and the modified aftermarket bulb clips right in there as well. Alright, let's get started on how we make the modifications to the bulb. We have a paper clip. We cut the hoop end off of each end of the paper clip. Okay, here's our two pieces of the paper clip that we'll be soldering to the bulb, one on each end as shown here. Okay, now the tricky part. The best method for soldering is if it can hold itself in place. You can pressure fit it on there like so, and that does make it a lot easier to solder versus trying to hold it there. It does get very hot. You can try holding it there with another pair of pliers, but I find the best method is to pressure fit the piece on and solder from there. Alright, now I've clamped the bulb into a pair of pliers to show you where to solder. It's important not to overheat when soldering, or the connections on the LED bulb itself may come loose. Just a little dab of solder should hold it in place. There is not a lot of pressure on it. And there you have it, one piece solder. Doesn't have to look very pretty, nobody sees it. All you see is the light output. And a little dab of solder on the other side, and it should be good to go. This is a lot more effective than some of the other methods that I've seen online of people using Scotch tape to tape the pieces of the paper clip onto the side of the bulb. Notice how I'm not holding the soldering iron on there for very long, just tapping it to make sure that it melts the solder and it does connect to both the paper clip and the bulb. And there's the finished product. Again, not the prettiest looking, but it is effective as long as the connection goes between the paperclip and the either end of the bulb, it will work. And here's an example. And of course we have to show it to you lit up so you can compare the difference between the stock bulb and the LED bulb. The LED bulb on the right clearly has more of a glow around it as well as a bigger spot on the table. And the LED also takes less power, so it does come on quicker. Here's another unit for test purposes. It's in there nice and firm, it's not coming out over any speed bumps or off-roading. There's your stock yellow bulb and the super bright LED bulb. Again, you can see the difference between the two. Thanks for watching the video. More to come soon. Trying to have a seizure. And sorry my voice is so monotone.